Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. The president's speech striking chords with people of all ages and political affiliations across the country. Hatzel Vela joins us live right now from our news center with a group of young people from Charleston who share their insight and reaction to tonight's State of the Union address.
Well, Raphael, you know that President Obama was wildly popular with the young folks in the last election, but of course, these young folks have different opinions on what the president said. We're going to start with John Capel, who is a 20-year-old, the president of the Student Government Association at the College of Charleston. John, you tell me you lean to the right. And here's my question for you. The president says he'll freeze government spending for 3 years in a Congress dominated by the Democrats. Do you think this is possible?
Well, honestly, I really hope it's possible. I hope he can actually freeze it. Like, if he has the ability to freeze spending for 3 years, that would be fantastic. But, like, all of us are asking right now, how realistic is it really? Like, we just listened for over 45 minutes to how he's going to add more jobs, how he's going to be making our country more green by adding more jobs, and he's also going to be making all of these new tax credits, especially for students, which is going to be great. But my question to him then is, where's all this money coming from? How are you actually going to freeze it? Yes, freeze the money. We'd love to see that. Another flaw I saw too is it's a three-year freeze. However, it won't start until 2011. And so how does he actually have the jurisdiction from 2011, 3 years after? He won't even have his term during that time. So it's really hard. It's a hard bargain to make.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Brady Quirk-Garvin, who is a 23-year-old. You worked for the Obama campaign, and my question to you is, he said the worst of the economic storm has passed, but also hope has not come fast enough. What else do you feel he needs to do to bring hope to the American people?
You know, that's one of the things that he can do best is bring hope to people, and I think the easiest way to do that is by creating jobs, and not jobs a year from now, but jobs today. And I think if he can do that and show that he can create jobs in the next few months for the American public, it'll really ensure their hope and bring back the great sense of pride that this nation has.
Brady, thank you so much. We're going to move along now, and we have Katherine Jones, a 19-year-old, also of the College of Charleston. We know you're a sophomore there, and you're also part of the conservative group of students. And my question to you is, he said Americans need a government that matches their decency, that modifies their strength, that embodies their strength, rather. Do you think the Obama administration is doing that?
I certainly think they have the opportunity to. President Obama represents everything that the country can be and should be. It just depends on how he does it. There are lots of different things that are important to Americans, and I think he really needs to pay attention to what the American people want, and that'll be the strength.
Thank you, Catherine. And the last person we have is Colin Kerr, who you're an independent,
yes,
and you work as a director of a Christian education at the Second Presbyterian Church. My question to you is, the president talked about how other nations are not waiting to revamp their economies. He wants to be first place. How does he do that?
That's a great question. You notice we saw a lot of an emphasis on American exceptionalism tonight, and Obama really came off as a pragmatist. He said full steam ahead for Republican ideas to start the economy, full steam ahead for Democratic ideas, and in the short term, what he's asking for is middle-class emphasis, helping middle-class businesses, getting those tax cuts, and in the long term, an investment in energy, an investment in technology, and an investment in infrastructure. And I think he sent a very clear message for that tonight.
Colin, thank you so much. So as you heard it, folks who are young, who are definitely will be at the polls in 2010 and can